Block planes everywhere. Oh, what one should you choose? Well, it depends on what you're going to be using it for. If you're going to be doing a lot of end grain, you might want to get one with an adjustable mouth, like this one here. As you can see, it adjusts. It goes smaller and larger. So if you trim up end grain, you'll get less splintering. Now this one here also has an adjustable mouth. So yet again, it is great for doing end grain, for cleaning up the end grain. Now, the thing is though, they're both very different. For a start, this little record one here is wider than this Stanley, okay, because the models are different for a start. But also, they are of a different angle. This one isn't as low as this one. In fact, this one is not that much different to this number 5 jack plane here. The angle is actually very, very similar. Now, it might not look similar. This one looks way lower. But it's because the actual bevel, the edge that is sharpened on this one is up and this one is down. So the angle of the frog on this one is the angle of cut of the blade. So, or plane iron, which is around 44, 45 degrees. Now, as this one, you have to add the angle of the bed to the angle of the bevel of the actual plane iron. Add them together and that gives you the angle. This one works around 39 to 40. So it's not that different to this number 5. But equally, this one here is much, much lower than this one. And this one actually is fairly, quite a bit lower angle than this one. Because we have about a 12 degree bed and we have a 23 degree bevel. To add those two together, you've got around 35 degrees. Is that right? Yeah, 35 degree angle of cut. So that one is a lot lower. That would be better when you're cleaning up your end grain. Now we have this one here that doesn't have an adjustable mouth. But I use this plane more than I do these ones because it's such a nice plane to use. And this happens to be a record 0120. It's very old and it has a really good adjuster on it, which makes it really easy to use. I upgraded the knob on it and yeah, it's just a really nice little plane. So that is what I use most of the time. But if I'm doing the end grain, I would choose this little Stanley here. Toodaloo.